Hamish and Megan driving you home. Andy getting his face just chiseled back together at the moment in hospital. And his girlfriend Megan very graciously stepping up and saying, "You don't have a hard job, mate. Anyone can do it. I've got a day off. I'll go in for you."
It has been a lot of fun. He does do an amazing job, though. I definitely don't want to take away from any of his
Are
hard
you saying
work.
that because we think he might have come out of the anaesthetic and he's listening?
Yeah.
Now, Megs, here's something I did want to bring up. Obviously, as you say, you and I love Ando very much. He's
Very
a common
much.
thread between us. He brought us
Well,
together.
we're actually essentially the three of us are a couple.
Sure. He brought us together. Do we need him anymore? Good question. Question for another day. But one thing that's popped up both in your relationship with Ando and mine with him is the question of the dodgy wooden snake heirloom that resides at his parents' house.
That's you're talking of the snake that's almost brought both of us undone.
The snake that almost ended both my friendship with him very early days, back when we were at uni and he's still living at home, and early days your relationship with him. You didn't know you weren't allowed to go over and touch the wooden snake because it's so casually placed in that house.
It's true. We'll get into that anyway. But anyway, you tell me your side of the snakes story.
It's the thing is, there's a lot of hype about it. Oh, it's from the war. You know, they carry on like
You didn't fight in the
you
war.
didn't fight, never
You
picked
didn't
up a
fight,
weapon.
Snake.
It's a coward. Carry on like it's Winston Churchill, like single-handedly brought the Nazis to their feet or something.
And just for anyone who's listening to the show that doesn't quite know the background for the snake is a Lee family heirloom. Haim and I both mistook it for a toy.
It is a toy.
It is a toy.
That's why we mistook it for one.
Both of us, which I didn't know that Haim had been through this, both of us have picked up this snake, played the old, scary snake trick, to be met with glares from Andy, Marg, Mick, if you're listening, I love you both. But you did kind of overreact about your snake. And scared the hell out of me. I swiftly put it down. And then when Andy and I left the house and got into the car, I said, what's the deal with the snake?
I've got the snake talk.
Snake talk.
I've had the snake talk. Because
it's to look at it.
It's one of those toys, people would be familiar with them. They're plastic these days, but it's just segmented. And if you wiggle it side to side, it just sort of recreates the wiggling movement of a snake.
And I was so embarrassed too because I think since day one I've gotten along with his family very well
how's the reaction from the family when you do the snake stuff?
Oh my God, silence, crickets. I could hear crickets outside.
It's like we've gone to the Louvre, like I'd unhooked the Mona Lisa, cut a hole where her mouth is and just poked my own lips through and done a bit of, "Hey everyone, where are my eyebrows?" The reaction was astonishing.
It is kind of strewn about with bills and car keys and glasses.
Cabinet. No signs anywhere.
Can I tell you something?
Play with the snake, yeah.
Last week when there was talk, Andy said, "Look, I may have my operation next week. We may ask you to fill in when it's not definite yet." And I was like, "Okay." That night we went over to his parents' house for dinner. He was busy doing something with his brother Cam. Marg was ironing.
Where was he?
Mickey was, I don't know, just ran off to play out the back with Cam. I don't know, jumping around on the trampoline.
Who takes their girlfriend to dinner at their parents' house?
Andy Lee does.
And goes and plays with his brother.
How awesome I am.
Well,
anyway,
since we're back home, does anyone mind if me and Cam go and play Mousetrap? I think it's still in the attic. Megan, talk to Mum and Dad. Okay.
Well, I did for an hour, which is fine because his parents are awesome. So, but Marg was ironing and Mickey was cooking dinner and I was just standing chatting to them both and my eyes landed on the snake. And I thought to myself, they're both distracted. I could quite possibly nick it here and no one would know because I'm sure they don't look at it every day.
They can't. I mean, they overreact.
They
when
may,
it
but
gets
they
touched.
can't. Yes, because you're bringing attention to it. But I think on a daily basis they don't acknowledge
If
the
they're in
snake.
a hurry, leaving the house, they're not going, right, keys, wallet, snake still there? Good. Okay. They're the three things I check before I leave the house.
They may though, because they are quite diligent. I'll give them that. But I thought, what if I just took it and brought it to the show if I do host? Yeah, but how awesome would it have been to have it as a mascot for the day?
Here, it would be, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Would you
I'd be terrified.
Would you be my cohort? Would you be with me in cahoots?
I would aid and abet.
Oh, let's take it back.
It's like harbouring a fugitive, though.
You're looking at me like I don't have it. I wish I did have it. I backed out because then I was thinking, have I formed enough of a bond with his parents that they'd go, "Oh, that was pretty funny," or would it be,
No.
"Andy, you need to get rid of her because she's just disrespected our family on the highest possible level"?
It would be like you'd taken the crown jewels. It'd be like you, or something like
That's what scared me to not taking it.
It would be like you coming in here going, "Hey, Haim, look at this. Pinch the Queen's crown."
You would have rated it though.
In olden days, you would be beheaded for this. That's the level. I hope you understand. Like in Braveheart times, that is the level of what we're talking. You would be a girl coming to me, Braveheart, thank you, played by Mel Gibson, and with the king's crown, and I would have to defend you against the army of Lee. And I would do that, Megs, if you'd have kidnapped the snake.
You would have rated it, though.
I would have really rated it. Imagine Andy running in here with a puffed up. He's come sprinting through the door as soon as he heard that you'd stolen the snake.
He hasn't run in here now from the dentist.
IV drip hanging out of him, half his face hanging off, and a team of doctors screaming at him, "You're going to kill yourself trying to find the snake." Would have been great web content. Anyway, next time, kidnap the snake, Hamish and Megan driving home.